This was the last time a sitting US president visited Cuba. January 1928, America's 30th president, Calvin Coolidge. It was a time of close ties between the two countries. 88 years on, the visit of America's 44th president is the latest step in the attempt to revive the relationship. It was the Cuban Revolution that changed it all. In 1959, Fidel Castro swept to power after a revolt that lasted more than 5 years. In the years that followed, his anti-US stance made him a target of CIA attempts to remove him. That included a failed invasion at the Bay of Pigs. It drew Cuba closer to the Soviet Union, and in a meeting with USSR leader Nikita Khrushchev, Castro secretly agreed to deploy Soviet missiles on Cuban soil. When Washington found out, the deal brought the world to the brink of a nuclear war. Decades of animosity. Then, in 2008, it began to change. Fidel, Cuba's leader for almost 50 years, handed over control to his brother, Raúl. And 2 years ago, nearly 60 years of deadlock effectively came to an end. A handshake between the presidents of the US and Cuba at a memorial for Nelson Mandela.
Today, the United States of America is changing its relationship with the people of Cuba. In the most significant changes in our policy in more than 50 years.
As a result of dialogue at the highest levels, including a telephone conversation yesterday with President Barack Obama, we've been able to reach solutions in several areas of interest for both nations.
It was in July last year that the most significant change in the relationship took place. US and Cuban embassies opened again in Havana and Washington. President Obama's visit will make history, and his foreign policy will undoubtedly shape this island's future. John Joe Regan, TRT World.